to, because I mean that's why
They've
one thing I
even
know.
cracked down on figure. They're cracking down on figure because a lot of the figure women are starting to look like physique women in heels.
Mm-hmm.
And it's now where some people are taking certain off seasons just to not either have their shoulder as big or whatever their feedback was from the judges. They're taking time off just to let it come back down because it got too flooded. Um, and I mean, there's a lot of us women that like lifting heavy. There really is. Most people don't realize it, but a lot of us women don't just like to lift soft. Like that's not going to happen. We want to go in the gym and lift weights with the dudes. There are the women who do lift lighter, and there's no offense to them of any sort. It's just that there's a lot of us, we want to win. And it's like, how bad do you want it? Do you? And I mean, there was one thing I heard my friend Josh Wise said. He said to a girl he was training at the time, and she was on um the hack squat machine with the belted squat. And he said to her, "Do you want first or second?" And it's because she paused in the middle of her repetitions. And I was just like, yeah, that's what's in my head. And I even tell it to my clients, my posing clients. They're like, oh my God, this is so hard, and I don't think I can make it. Well, do you want first or second? Which place do you want? I'm gonna just ask you, what place do you want? It's your
Yeah,
choice.
yeah,
It's all up to you. It's all you. Nobody can do the work for you. Do you want first or second? And that like is literally when I took his phrase from that, is like it's literally a reality check. Like, are you doing this just, I mean, some people do. Some people do a show and they do a show just to say they competed. But then there's others like my friend Nicole. She got bit by the bug and now she's like, yeah, I'm taking an off season. I'm gonna come back proposing next year. She's like, hold over my reservation for my 2 posing sessions. I'm like, okay. But for me, she was like, I think I'm just gonna do one show. And she was initially actually in a different. She was in the Naturals Federation. Um, and they moved her to the outside because her natural body coming all the way down was muscular. Why? Because she lifts heavy. Because her husband is a power lifter. So, I told her, I said, you might be in the wrong federation for what you're
mm-hmm.
looking for. For their criteria, they're going to want someone soft. You will possibly never get first or never turn pro over there. Um, so yeah, she actually ended up doing the Shreveport show and won overall there.
Yeah,
So
yeah. I mean, that's the thing about, like I did an interview, remember, with IFBB pro level bodybuilder. Her name is Tia Flex, and she told me like it's not bodybuilding, it's not body breaking, it's bodybuilding,
mhm.
and it's just about the natural progression of an athlete. You
Hold
put
on
on.
1 second.
All
I
right,
am going to. I have a oversized Rottweiler that's like 180 pounds, and he's looking at me like he wants to go outside. So I'm just let him out.
all right, go ahead. So,
I'll be
folks, she lets her Rottweiler go out for a bit, and that's the thing about the sport. It's about the progression of an athlete, and especially in one thing, the debate about the women's divisions, how they want the women to stay a certain way, a certain look, but it's hard to maintain that look, especially as you start growing and develop in the sport in your path. This is from a man, XA. He's laughing. LOL. He's funny about the Rottweiler.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I have a 180-pound shadow that follows me everywhere.
yeah, yeah. But like I said, this is people didn't understand that this sport is about, it's again, as I said again, consistency. It's not, it's like as simple as like, okay, I take this pill, magic pill, and that, and get buff, get strong, get big.
There's no magic pill.
No magic pill. And what the stuff you do
And
take.
even if you think the stuff that your trainer or coach might recommend to you, you might not. Research first. Research your coach, research what they're giving you, because a lot of times than not, you might not want to take that. And there are certain health risks and or side effects when taking anything, and I mean anything, in excess. And that's
Yeah,
what most people don't realize.
yeah, because sometimes some stuff can be like if you go to certain, especially now you're on more on the lower end of the division where your figure where you're kind of midways, but when you
Mhm.
get to the higher levels like physique and women's bodybuilding, they do take a little bit more because they have to come to a certain level of muscle. They
Yeah.
want those
You have to come to a
full,
certain aesthetic.
yeah, they want those full round muscle bellies, especially in women's bodybuilding. They want that more lean conditioning look in physique, and you ladies, they want more of that. With your division, where I've done interviews with ladies and figure, it's more you want the broader shoulders, you want that good taper, You
And
know,
that was the thing that I was always told. It was like, hey, you got shoulders and you have a 19-inch waist. That's a problem. Like, you got to figure it out. You got to move. And I asked a couple of other bodybuilders here in Texas. You know, we have many names that walk through destination. From Trish Warren to Branch Warren to Johnny to just pick one. They're all there. You know, and several different headline coaches that come through there. And for me, it was all resonating the same. They're like, we were waiting for you to switch to figure. We always knew your shoulders were broad. You were always so tall. You like working out legs and you like lifting heavy. The thing was, I'll put it to you like this. When I was in bikini in that division for 3 years, I only worked out my legs once a month. I wasn't able to work them out 2 or 3 times a month. The one time I tried to work them out twice in 1 week, all of a sudden my quad head started to show, and my coach was like, "No, stop it, back off. Otherwise, you're going to have to switch because it was noticeable when you walk to the box. There's no getting around it, and I've told people, you know, with every supplement taken in excess, there are going to be some type of side effects, and you need to research, do your own due diligence of yourself. We have so much common technology nowadays. You know, ask a pro bodybuilder, reach out. They will tell you.
talk to a doctor.
Talk to a doctor or Google it, because we all have a cell phone. You know, this thing goes with all of us everywhere. Google it and figure it out. Like, it's not that hard, but you know, I've told people, you know, they're like, well, you use Line One's products. Yes, I do use Line One's products, and I've used them for 5-6 years now. So we're going on 6 years with them. And I've always been in constant contact with the owner, Dean. I always message him, say, hey, how you doing? Can you send me my supplements? Blah, blah, blah. Go from there. He's checked on me since of having my back surgery. So, you know, because he wanted to know, he's like, are you continuing on in bodybuilding? Are you going to try to switch over to sitting down and try to start the process of becoming a judge? And I was like, I'm probably still itching for the stage